Hello everyone, I'm Albert. I'm one of the skill team leads for the robotics course, and this video is to introduce you to what we'll be doing over the course of the semester. So without further ado, let's start. For those of us that don't really understand what robotics is all about, Google will tell you that it's an interdisciplinary branch of engineering and computer science that involves design, construction, operation, application of robots. But the term robots is still in. So what actually is robotics? It's simply the creation of intelligent systems capable of replicating human activities and decisions to perform a task. So we might have heard of some well-known ones like Spot, Atlas, or even Sophia. These are all robots that help perform some aspect of what humans actually do. For instance, let's take Spot like this. It's mostly used in the warehouses. Uh, Atlas, we are training it for carrying stuff and military, yeah. And Sophia, well, she is one of the first humanoids, so we all get what she's doing. But before these companies were able to reach the stage of creating these robots, getting these robots to function as they've been functioning, they had to go through one important step, and that's simulation. So what is simulation? Simulation is an imitation of a real-world process, system, or scenario used to study, test, or train without the risks or costs of the actual environment. So it's simply trying to pass it through a test without costs to analyze the behaviors, the outcome, and then optimize it for better use and functionalities. There are various platforms you can use to simulate robots, such as Gazebo, Webots, NVIDIA Isaacson, and others. But I prefer using Webots more since it's more beginner friendly and easy to install, easy to use, and easy to learn. So Webots. Now Webots can be used across all most platforms such as Windows, Ubuntu, Linux. Yeah. So if you have an Ubuntu, Mac, yeah, even Mac. So if you have a MacBook, or what we mostly use are Windows and Mac, so if you have Ubuntu too, you could download it and use it. So it's cross-platform and it's open source as well, so that you could make uh, changes to how it works if you feel you can improve upon it. Yeah. And various platforms actually use Webots. Some of the ones we mentioned, like uh, Spot and Atlas, that's by Boston Dynamics. They have their robots in Webots that you could pick up and use. You also have other various robots, and then some other companies use it to test out their simulations, to simulate their robots before they actually come out. Some are used to create robots that are used for surgical purposes, used to perform surgeries and stuff. Yeah. And to install Webot, you need at least 2 gig of RAM because it takes a lot of resources. Yeah. So when I was over the vacation at home, oh shit, I worked on one Webot project where I simulated a mini version of Baymax. I named it Bayman, so it could perform the normal movements, and then we connected it through an API to a website to be able to perform tasks. We actually, the vision we have is for it to be a desktop buddy. So I could move across your desk and then help. So it takes your tasks, it can remind you, it should be able to help you do stuff and then even keep you entertained, like a desktop pal. Yeah. So this is it. So it can perform activities such as moving forward, reverse, waving, dancing, even blinking, a wide range of activities. And you can create any type of robot you want. You can also use inbuilt robots. Robots are already in there. Yeah. So let me show you